Alright, I'm not really one to record myself, but what's up, guys? My name is Chucho, or as some of you guys may know me, the 85. Wow, I gotta learn how to grab this 85.Z33. And this is my Z33, my 350Z. Now, oh fuck, no flash. Now, I've had this car for many years. I think, well, not really many years, but I think I'm about like three and a half years in, give or take. And this car has seen many different versions and has been through many different things. And yeah, I truly do love this car. This car is going nowhere. But yeah. Now, so what has not been done to this car, right? I have unfortunately crashed this car. This car has been on fire. It's been through a lot. And I seriously still don't plan on getting rid of it. I am just too emotionally attached. And unfortunately, that sometimes takes away from us. I know it takes away from me sometimes, just how attached I am to the car. But yeah, I mean, the car is bolt-on on E85. I do have everything to make it full bolt-on. Everything being headers, which I have my ISR headers here right now. And yeah, this car has seen, like I said, many transformations, which, you know, I'll include pictures. If I can figure out this whole editing thing. But so currently I'm sitting on Meisters. Rears are actually 19 by 9 minus 14 4-inch lips. Fronts are actually 19 by 11 minus 14 with 4.5-inch lips. I am on Fly One carbon fenders. Picked this up for a steal on everyone's favorite page, Marketplace. Running 3-inch UPT intakes. Picked those for a steal too off a homie that unfortunately crashed his car. Rep Nismo front bumper. That's cool though. I do have an OEM one sitting over there. Yeah, boy. It's dirty because unfortunately not too long ago my rear end did catch on fire. I will also include a clip. So with that being said, she sat for a while. It's all good though. It's all dirt. I can literally wipe off. And the top is wrapped. Yellow is also wrapped. Car is originally San Marino blue. And yeah, but I've got the wiring fixed up. That's all good now. I got my exhaust extended out 3.5-inch intake, 3.5 inches out. And yeah, Amazon top roof spoiler. I forgot the brand, but it's a carbon duckbill. JDM tail lights. Inside we got the Sparkos. I do want a Nardi steering wheel. It is missing 3 bolts because I do have 212s now. Mind you, the car is still very dirty because when I caught on fire, I had to use the fire extinguisher. But once she's back on the road, I will get her all nice and detailed. And yeah. But just like every other 350Z build, they're pretty much all alike. When you own a Z, there's only so much you can do to make them distinctive and different from others. So the way I try being different is at least making it, you know, 2 solid colors, or at least one. In this case, it's a 2-tone on purpose. And yeah. What is it? The 19th of April, I will, well, This car supposedly is a show car. Show car. It's won me a couple trophies. All right, I'll admit it. It's won me best static. And top 10 out of another show. And I'm thankful for that. Always will be. But with that being said, though, April 19th, I will have my first drift event, so I'm very excited for that. A lot of the homies have peer pressured me into doing it. No, they haven't. It's a hobby that I've been wanting to get more into, and I'm very grateful to have a lot of homies that are into this hobby, and they convinced me to go out there and try it. So April 19th, I will be going out there at Wild Horse for a Go Fast event. So I'm very excited for that. That means I have to make a couple videos for you guys showing me get ready for my first ever drift event. Luckily enough, I do have a lot of homies, and I do search Marketplace a lot. So I do have extra Z1 rear camber arms and tow arms, as well as CV axles. I do gotta pick up some drift spares because I am not gonna ruin these things, because I want these Meisters to actually go on my Mustang, which I will show you guys later. So here is my 2017 Mustang GT bone stock. 11,000 miles. I'm very grateful for this car. Story goes essentially that the previous owner that had it it's a one owner car. Well, I'm the second owner now, but he got it as a gift from his job, and he owned it for a couple years, barely drove it, traded it in, and I was lucky enough to grab it. So, yeah, I mean, come on, 11,000 miles. Almost at 12,000 miles. I've had this car for about 2 weeks, and I've put close to about 1,000 miles on it. I do prefer the 6-speed. Nothing wrong with the 10-speed, but I'm not building a fast car here. I'm just building a street car that I can have fun in when I want to, and enjoy it when I don't want a street car, if that makes any sense. But yeah, this is my Mustang, which I have grown very deeply to love. Great car. Let me show you guys my truck. You guys probably can't see it because how dark it is outside. It currently is about 8 o'clock at night over here in Arizona. But yeah, there she is. She gets neglected pretty bad because I don't use her. I don't even think she's unlocked. Oh my god, she's unlocked. Actually, I think the battery is dead because none of the lights turned on. So that's not good. Okay, it indeed is unlocked. So I got to make sure I lock this light before I go back inside. She is pretty mint though. Only 106,000 miles on her for a 2012. In my opinion, that is not bad. Good old 5.7. We'll go English. Good old 5.7 with the Hemi. No lifter tick. I think that's my biggest flex, is that I own a Hemi with no lifter tick, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I have ketchup and I have mustard. I love all my cars very much. I am very grateful for all of them. Like I showed you guys earlier, I do have my headers to install. I also have my Swift springs I have to install. Customer bash bar I have to install. I'm actually currently waiting on my homie to come drop off an OEM bumper I'm gonna run in the rear. I'm gonna do a bumper tuck. I'm gonna tuck the rear bumper, and hopefully this one does not catch on fire. So obviously this is my first YouTube video, and just big time being on social media, so it's kind of all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing, but essentially I just wanted to introduce myself, let you guys know what I hope to bring to the table to entertain you guys, and what I want to do with my socials throughout the rest of the year. So, name's Chucho, like I said, or as people call me, E85.Z33. I bought my Z like 3.5-ish years ago, and I've done pretty much everything to that car. I've learned a lot in that car. It's been crashed a couple times. Unfortunately, the first time was technically not my fault, but in the state of Arizona, it long story short, it just didn't go my way. So, and I only had liability at the time, so I had to fix it out of pocket. Thankfully enough, though, I was surrounded by a lot of people because I do work in the collision shop that were able to help me get that bad boy back on the road. So that happened. Right after that, I blew my first transmission. Ended up putting in a used transmission, which had, if you guys may or may not know, the very notorious VQ 5th gear grind that is notorious in the JK41 transmissions. And not too long after that, I blew the motor. It's funny going. Sorry. It's funny having to repeat these words because I still have the car. Anyways, I blew the motor on my way to work all the way in Scottsdale. And Scottsdale's about, well, during rush hour when I used to leave to get there in the morning, it was about an hour away. I blew my motor about 5 minutes away from my job. And my old manager at the time, shout out Daniel Willock, he actually towed me home. Towed me back to the shop. And then, I got the motor diagnosed, and yeah, I lost compression in it. We never found out why. It just lost compression. So I actually had a friend of mine, Pax, shout out Pax, that ended up actually giving me a stupid crazy deal on a motor and transmission combo. So I actually had the homie Brandon install those for me. And then after that, I had the best performance shop ever at SVD. Do the gallery gaskets on it, and just go over the whole motor. And ever since then, it's been running great. I literally abused that car in every shape, way, or form. So if you talk bad on VQs, go for it. But when I tell you that car has survived every clutch dump that I've given it, every red line that I've given it, it survived it. It's a warrior. I then had another oopsie. Big old pothole actually ended up destroying my very, at the time, cheap rear camera arm. Snapped it in half, destroyed my Cerberus 2. And yeah, it was just not fun. At that point, I felt very, very down. I was just very tired of it at the time. After sitting on it for a couple weeks, it just sat in my garage all broken and sad. And then I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm too far deep into it. I'm going to go even deeper. So I spent even more money. I got the car wrapped. I ended up ordering some Workmeisters off the homie from Nobu Market. If you ever need any wheel, that man could probably source it for you. He has wheels on deck. He can chrome, polish, you name it. Well, maybe not chrome. I think he polishes. Either way, in my opinion, polish is better than chrome. You don't gotta worry about it peeling. Anyways, got the car on the road. This time it was rewrapped. It was wrapped in yellow. Everyone loved it. I loved it. It's still yellow. I love it a lot. Don't think I'm gonna go back to blue. Yes, I am. But yeah, the yellow is awesome. But as soon as I went yellow, I'm not saying anyone copied me. I think everyone's calendars just aligned. And as soon as I went yellow, everyone else was yellow as well. Or maybe just before that, I didn't notice it. But as soon as I went yellow, I just saw so many yellow VQs after that. And I think it just could have been that yellow was just in season. And we all just did it at the same time. Because at one point, Nardo Gray was in season. And so was that Vampire Red that everyone wrapped their VQs in. But yeah. And then, after that, not too long after that, the car caught on fire. I was at a monoculture event. They asked me if I wanted to do a two-step event. I said, hell yeah. It's what I built the car for. If I blow the motor, I'll buy another one. I'll put it in there, and I'll enjoy my fun with the car. Spitting flames. I like it. Call me cringy. I don't care. I think it's fun. It causes no harm to anybody. Anyways, I was getting the exhaust warm at the very far corner of where the event was being held at. I was just in my regular pop map and revving it. And then everyone started coming around me, and I got a little carried away. I enjoyed the attention that I was getting, and I got a little carried away, so I changed over to my very aggressive flame map. And I just let it have it. I was just giving it all. And at the time, I was running a fiberglass bumper, and my bumper and my exhaust were there. They were there. So as soon as my exhaust got really hot, my rear bumper caught on flames. And luckily enough for me, as someone that, two steps, I carry a fire extinguisher with me. And I put the fire out. But, the damage was already done. Rear bumper caught on fire. Wiring caught on fire. And it set me back a little bit more after that. Why? Because, I just fixed the car. From already having a crap, I don't want to do this kind of moment. And I fixed it, and then I had, this happen again. So I sat for yet again a longer, period of time. And then I got that all situated. Like I showed you guys the clips earlier. I do have like I said, I have my first stripped event coming up on the 19th of April. I'm very, very, very excited for that. This is something completely out of my comfort zone. I've never done this. Taking it to the track for the first time. I don't really have that much of, drift. What's the word? Drift practice behind me. I mean, I've done it here corner to corner, but nothing crazy. I've never actually linked anything before, so this is gonna be very completely new for me. I have no angle kit. I have no handbrake. I have factory LSD. So I'm gonna go out there, fuck some shit up, and learn and enjoy it. I feel like the car should do fairly good. And yeah, so I can't see. So yeah, I mean, that basically concludes my first video for you guys. Any questions, please let me know. If you guys want to see any different kind of media, please let me know. If there's anything you guys want to see more of, let me know. I am going to be recording my first Drift event. Just basically, I'm going to be recording how I get ready as someone that's never done it before, and how it goes for someone that's never done it before, and go from there. So, appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night.